Hello. We live in an age for cinema where there is a bottom line of quality. Now what this means is that anything that comes out, whether it's something that's recycled or supposedly original, can be compared to something that went before. Regarding the Icelandic film Lamb, starring Noomi Rapace, I was intrigued by the film's premise: a human-sheep hybrid as a child, some sort of mysterious force perhaps at play. Last night I sat down and watched the film on Blu-ray. I spent £12.99 on this release, and apart from the cinematography and one or two nice moments in the performances, I was disappointed to say the least. This is the furthest thing for, if this is originality, give me Marvel any day. Now when we talk about original films, we're talking about things like Memento, right? Which, there's been a lot of films about memory, but that was an original one because it was about short-term memory, and rather than being a gimmick, it was a deeply rooted part of the narrative. Now what this means is that the character motivations come directly from the central conceit, as opposed to just something that's slapped on just for, you know, like a meme or something. Now when we're talking about the truly original ones, being John Malkovich, the most original film of the last 25 years. Now Memento comes close, Phone Booth comes close, but being John Malkovich, and in terms of its execution, perfect. It was a seminal effort which had amazing new ideas which even Kaufman himself hasn't been able to match, not even with Schenectady, New York and Anomalisa. But getting back to Lamb, I had a lot of issues with this movie. I didn't mind the pacing. I loved the cinematography. It was great. Rapace, she's not Angelina Jolie or Mary Elizabeth Winstead or Marion Cotillard, but she wasn't bad. But this felt like an idea that wasn't fully realised. It starts off on a very foreboding type of scene, with fog and something weird, some sort of breathing sound. It kind of reminded me of the killer in Tony Maylam's Split Second, you know, sort of thing. And then the film forgets about that and becomes something else. It becomes almost like a domestic sort of like, not comedy of errors. It's not a comedy of errors, but there are some comedic elements, especially when Rapace and the two gentlemen actors in the film are watching a match. We don't know if it's a football match, but they're reacting to it, and that's one of the better moments in the film. But this is a strange beast, and when it all comes to it, I'm not going to go to spoilers obviously, but it falls desperately short of what it could have been. I give Lamb 2 out of 5 stars, mostly for the cinematography and some of the acting. But now, getting back to the central argument about what is original, the state of being entirely new or innovative on an old trope, the idea of a couple who've lost a child named Ada. They name this sheep, it's got the body of a person and the head of a goat, Ada. That's it. That's the original story. Now this film did quite well. I mean, it didn't do Top Gun Maverick business obviously, but it's one of the most successful films to come out of Iceland. But just, if this is the best that they can do, originality is well and truly dead, and that's a shame, because the time for watching a film because it felt fresh, exciting, seminal, it's kind of disappearing, and I had high hopes for this. When it comes to originality, it's like a tunnel that is completely blacked out, and I was hoping this might be a little spark, not a flame, just a little spark in the dark, just to keep it alive, but it wasn't. So we go back to the well, we enjoy the films that are original, which are available on DVD, Blu-ray, which get special screenings. I don't go to the cinema anymore because of the lockdown and everything and all the stuff that was running around, and I just don't feel safe in that environment. And so we just have to enjoy what we have, because if this is original, if this is what original constitutes originality in this day and age, no. I'm Richard Jack Smith. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.